for. So we're going to go on and get started. First and foremost, good evening and welcome. We are so excited to have you here tonight to learn more about our online graduate business programs at Northern Illinois University. My name is Anna Richardson, and I am the Director of Online Learning here at NIU. I really hope that you'll find tonight's event helpful in both learning more about our online program offerings in the College of Business, as well as hearing directly from some of our alumni and current students in these programs. So just a few really quick housekeeping items. This meeting is being recorded. If you experience any audio issues, you can check which speakers your device is using by clicking the arrow next to and unmute button. This is also where you can check your volume settings.
Not right now, Kelly. You haven't finished. You got to finish your food.
If these options are not working for you, you also have the option to use your phone to dial in directly to the event. And if you'd like to turn on captioning, there is a caption button on the bottom bar of your screen. If you're not super familiar with Zoom, here's just a quick overview of some of the important Zoom tools that you have at your fingertips tonight. Please do keep your microphones muted and your cameras off for the time being. However, do absolutely feel free to use the chat function to ask any questions that may come up as we move through the agenda tonight. Our Office of Online Learning team is here to answer those questions for you in real time. We will also have some time for a Q&A after our student panel, and then absolutely some time for open discussion in the breakout sessions later, where you are absolutely encouraged to come off mute and come on camera. Later on, when we do move into those breakout sessions, you can click the More button that you see here with the 3 dots to find those if they don't automatically populate for you. So as advertised, all of tonight's attendees will be eligible for an application fee waiver if you do choose to apply to one of the programs that are represented here tonight. That is a total $60 value. To claim your waiver, you'll first need to start your application with the graduate school, and then you can email the Office of Online Learning, you can email me directly, or you can connect with your online student success specialist, just letting them know that you've started the application, as well as which email address you use to do so. That way then we can work directly with the graduate school to redeem that for you. For our online learning team here tonight, it'd be super helpful if you could pop a direct link to the grad school application in the chat for our attendees. If you do have any questions about this process, feel free to stick around after, and I'm happy to walk you through that. For tonight's agenda, we'll kick things off with a warm College of Business welcome from Dr. Joan Phillips Hernandez, Dean of the College of Business, followed by a quick overview and introduction of NIU as an institution and the Office of Online Learning. Then we'll transition into our student panel, and then we will end tonight with programmatic breakout sessions where you can learn more about your specific program of interest. So now I will stop sharing, and I will turn things over to the Dean of our College of Business, Dr. Joan Phillips Hernandez.
Well, thank you, Anna, and good evening, everyone. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to join us today and for considering Northern Illinois University's College of Business for your graduate education. I'm thrilled to share what makes our programs unique and how they can help you achieve your goals. At NIU, we understand that pursuing a graduate degree is a real significant commitment, both personally and professionally. That's why our programs are designed to fit your busy life. Whether you're looking to advance your career, pivot to a new field, or deepen your expertise, we provide the flexibility and support you need to succeed. Our graduate programs are AACSB accredited and delivered 100% online, allowing you to learn at your own pace from anywhere in the world. One of the hallmarks of our learning experience is the opportunity to learn from each other. You'll be in class with students from diverse backgrounds, disciplines, gaining new perspectives, or solving business challenges. You'll also have direct access to our incredibly dedicated faculty who are with you every step of the way. Our staff members, many of whom are here this evening, are committed to helping you stay on track and complete your degree on your timeline. We know that balancing work, family, education, and can be very challenging, and our goal is to make it as manageable and as rewarding as possible. We offer 4 dynamic online graduate programs. Our online MBA program equips you with leadership and strategic thinking skills to drive in today's business landscape, to thrive in today's business landscape. Our data analytics program prepares you to leverage data for informed, evidence-based decision-making, which is an essential skill in virtually every industry. The digital marketing program focuses on using digital platforms and strategies to build brand awareness and drive customer engagement. And finally, our accounting program gives you the technical skills and knowledge needed to excel in a rapidly changing financial environment. Our programs go beyond flexibility by connecting you with distinguished faculty who bring real-world experience and cutting-edge research into the classroom. You'll also join a collaborative community of peers, building a professional network that will support you long after graduation. At NIU, we're committed to helping you not just earn a degree, but gain the skills and confidence to make a real impact. Whether your goal is to advance within your organization, start your own business, or become a thought leader in your field, we're here to support you every step of the way. Thank you again for being here. We are so excited to help you take the next step on your professional journey and look forward to welcoming you to our Husky family. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to hear from you, and go Huskies.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Phillips Hernandez, and for that warm welcome. Bear with me a moment while I try to share my slides again. Here we go. So at a glance, Northern Illinois University was founded in 1895 and officially opened its doors in 1899 as the Northern Illinois State Normal School. Physically, we are located about 65 miles west of Chicago in lovely DeKalb, Illinois, and we do hold institutional accreditation by the Higher Learning Commission. And as Dr. Phillips Hernandez mentioned, our College of Business programs represented here tonight do all hold AACSB accreditation as well. NIU is an R2 research institution falling within the high research activity category of the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching, and we are also a member of the Association of Public and Land Grant Universities. As of the fall 2024 semester, NIU's total enrollment sat around 15,400, with about 1,245 of those students being fully online. So we are the Office of Online Learning, and we really exist to make your experience as a fully online student better. We essentially function as the one-stop shop for online student support, and we support students from point of inquiry all the way through to graduation. We are here to help you with anything and everything. And if we don't know the answer to something, we can certainly get you connected with the person or the unit that does. So each program that's represented here tonight does have a dedicated online student success specialist that will help you with a number of things. They'll assist you all the way through to graduation. And they work very closely with each academic program to really try to provide you with a seamless experience. So your online student success specialist will help you learn about your program of interest and assist you through the application process. They will enroll you in your classes each semester and can also assist you with the drop process or the withdrawal process as needed. They will provide you with information about the many resources that are available at NIU, and they can also facilitate getting you connected with the appropriate units when other questions come up. Your online student success specialist will check in with you each semester, really just to, see how things are going, but also to remind you of key university deadlines and program specific dates. They can also help you navigate the virtual environment, help you problem solve, provide guidance and coaching as you move through your program, and connect you with professional development opportunities and resources. You can really kind of think of your online student success specialist as a partner during your time at NIU that can provide you with concierge-like services and support along the way. So each of them are here tonight. If you haven't met the online learning team member that works with your specific program, you will get the chance to do so in your breakout room a little bit later. So next up, we are absolutely thrilled to have some of our alumni and current students here tonight to share a little bit about their experiences in a few of our programs. So we have Rennie Roberts from our Master of Accountancy program. We have Vessi Tagareva from our Master of Business Administration program, who is actually an alum of the program. We have Jim Slagstad from our MS in Data Analytics program, and Susie Frausto from our Master of Science in Digital Marketing program. So let me stop sharing my slides here and let's get everyone spotlighted. Spotlit. Is it spotlit or spotlighted? I think it's lighted. I'll answer that question myself. All right, I think we have everyone here. Okay. So as you all know, I have a series of questions to ask you tonight. I'll ask each one of them, and then we'll just kind of go through one by one to hear your answer. So we'll start off super easy. Where are you located? And then what semester did you begin your program? And when is your expected graduation, or when was your graduation? So let's start this one with Jim.
So I'm actually located in DeKalb, and I'm an accelerated undergraduate student. I started my graduate program last summer, and I should graduate with my undergraduate degree this semester and my graduate degree next spring.
Thank you. Let's go to Rennie.
I'm currently in Chicago, and like right now my expected graduation is actually this summer, so I'm very excited.
Awesome. Vessi?
Thank you, Anna. I'm located in St. Charles, not far from DeKalb, and I already graduated 3 years ago from the first MBA online program NIU offered at that time.
That's amazing. The inaugural online MBA. Excellent. And Susie?
I'm also in St. Charles, Illinois. I started in August of last year, decided to go full time, and hope to graduate in December of this year, no later than May of next year.
Awesome. It'll be here before you know it. Okay, so can you share a little bit about your current professional role and how your degree has contributed to your career development, or even, how it's shaped your approach in your role? Let's start with Vessi this time.
Thank you, Anna. Currently, I work for one of the largest healthcare enterprises in the United States as a training and quality specialist. When I started with this enterprise, at the same time, actually, I was admitted in NIU. So gaining new skills, learning new knowledge with NIU helped me grow. And to be honest, even until now, I was promoted 2 or 3 times within my team. Thank you. And also learning online gave me the opportunity to manage my own schedule due to business hours, busy working hours, as well as I was volunteering at that time at a professional organization that I also held certificate. So it all worked well for me, and I'm very excited of what's next, because as you know, healthcare industry is one of the fast-paced industry right now, with all the new technology, new development, new methods of treatment of patients, and this all reflects to the business of healthcare. And I'm really, I think I'm fortunate that I was admitted in NAU, and specifically in the online program with NBA in NAU, because this opened a large opportunity for my professional development and career.
Excellent. Definitely a success story right there. Let's go to Susie now.
I recently left my position as Vice President of Marketing at Gerber Collision and Glass to go to school full time. I've also had the opportunity to start consulting while going to school, and it's just been a great opportunity to take what I'm learning and just directly apply it in the real world right away. So it's been a big change, lots of big decisions, but also really helping me advance the way I wanted to.
Excellent. Thank you. And Jim, you're on mute.
Somebody had to do it first. I work as the employment coordinator, actually for NIU Campus Dining. And really, the data analytics program has helped me have a lot more confidence in pulling data and presenting things to constituents and my bosses in a way that I know makes sense. And when they ask questions or when people make comments that don't make sense, I can pull the data easily and quickly and say, that's not what our data is showing. So that's really been helpful.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's one of the coolest things about, doing an online program that is directly applicable to your current role, is that you suddenly have more confidence in saying, yes, I know this, I know how to do this, I'm learning about this. So, and Rennie.
Hi, so I work for in the accountant for like a manufacturer, and I'm planning to switch into a public accountant. So this program actually prepared me a lot with like ready for the CPA, which is that's my plan after I graduate. And then I currently I actually do internship with one of the accounting firm in Chicago. So it's actually been very, I feel like I have more, I prepare very well in my internship, and even like at the work. Even if I have like some questions, I'll be able to come to my professor and like, hey, like having like ask a lot of questions, and that's kind of like I feel like I'm really well prepared in my work, and also like now mixing between like my experience with like what I learn is actually really very valuable for my future career.
Yeah, that's excellent. Thank you. All right, let's see. So what made you decide on the graduate business program that you chose to pursue specifically at NIU? Let's start with Susie this time.
Oh, I feel like I'm sitting in the front of the room and you called on me first.
I know, I don't mean to put you on the spot. It's like
no problem. So at the risk of dating myself, when I graduated from college, I was excited because I could send something called an email from the University of Wisconsin-Madison to my best friend at U of I. That's how old and how many I am. If you can imagine, there's a lot of things that have come along since then, and no amount of going to conferences, YouTube videos, Coursera classes were really helping fill in the gaps that I wanted to get more of that depth of experience. And, it just really, this program helped fill and check in a lot of boxes that I was looking for.
Excellent. Thanks. Let's go to Vessi now.
Thank you again. Actually, my decision was pretty easy. As an immigrant from Bulgaria and a professional person that likes to improve skills and knowledge, it was natural for me to continue with my master's degree here in the United States. I knew at that time I was working in a revenue cycle for another system, and I knew that MBA is my calling due to my performance at work, due to the opportunity that were available for me at that time. Unfortunately, I had to move and switch jobs, which led me to long hours of commute. And it was kind of unfortunate that what happens on the road, that I was involved in multiple vehicle accidents, which they were not my fault, unfortunately. Actually, fortunately, I didn't cause anybody to get hurt. So I kind of postponed my decision of pursuing my education or higher education. So I had to wait for a few more years until I completely healed from my therapy and settle in a job. And the moment I was on an awesome job, I said, that's it. NAU is so close to me. I can even go to school. And I applied. And then I realized there isn't actually an online opportunity, which was created for me. I said, all those struggles that I had prior, this was the answer of my question. So I jumped in immediately, and it was the best decision I ever made for myself.
Well, thank you. And Rennie.
Yeah, so I took some certificates before I started in here, and I talked actually to like some of my professor. I went to City College to get like the certificates, and they were the one who recommend me the NIU, and I was thinking like, wow, but that's so far. But then I found the online, and then they talk a lot about like how it's like NIU is like a very good school, and also like not only school, because they said that you're also looking for like a support and network. So that's how, and even like in the online program, I feel like that's how I felt. I don't feel like being so remote, but they trying to involve you like with all of the emails. Like last year I went to the career fair, which is, I think that's very cool that I'd be able to experience as an online program too. And some of the events that they have, which is, I think is, I'm very happy right now with the program.
Excellent. That's great. And I think that you got at a really important point there, is that, even though you're online, you're not alone, and there's still opportunities for connection. There are opportunities for you to come to campus and use resources if, that's something you're interested in doing, if it fits your lifestyle. But even if not, there are networking opportunities, and there are people and places of support virtually for you here at NIU. And Jim.
So I have a long experience in management, and moving more into an administrative role. I thought that the data analytics would really help fill gaps that I was missing from that kind of operational management experience. That's short and sweet, I guess, but that's pretty much it.
Yep. All right. So what has been your favorite class in your program so far? And what is a course that you're looking forward to taking in a future semester? And Bessie, we'll start with you because you're the alum, so your question will be a little bit different. Let's say, what were 2 of your favorite classes that you took while you were in the MBA program?
Thank you so much. And I think this is a tricky question. To be honest, when I'm going back and thinking about all the classes, all the subjects that were offered in my class and the ones that I selected, I cannot express, or I cannot put on a scale which one I like the most. I had great professors. Each of them taught me so much about not just the business, but about the ethics. And it is truly difficult for me to decide. So I would say all of my subjects and all of my classes were my favorites. Maybe because of the opportunity I had as an online student to study in my pace, or maybe because all the professors and the support I had were available at that time. Overall, the experience I had, I cannot put one in front of the other. I truly remember in one of my marketing classes, we had a discussion, and the most that I really like is I was the only one that had the different opinion than the rest of the class. So that was also opportunity that we had to have discussion in virtual discussions. We had the opportunity to work in a projects with my teammates virtually. And at the end, we had the capstone or practical experience, which was also virtual. And even though I, like Rennie said, I did not feel disconnected. Actually, that was very helpful because all my classmates were located in different places. And if we needed to get together while working together, this will be actually the biggest challenge. So I believe the online platform that was available for us at first time in MBA program, it worked the best. That's why I would say that the whole entire online program was my best experience in my learning, and also working in teams with my teammates.
That's a great answer. And I think that you touched on something really important there where, when you pursue an online grad program, you're not just learning from your instructors, but you're learning from your classmates too, that come from so many different industries and have so many different perspectives that you can, look at things differently after you've been exposed to these different viewpoints from different places in the industry.
Exactly. Thank you.
Let's go to Rennie.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward actually for this semester that I will get study about the accounting research, because it's kind of like we've been like doing a lot of calculating, of course, but this one is kind of like a deep dive into like all of the regulation, and there's like a group work, and I think it's very exciting to like a deep dived into more into like the FASB and all of this like regulation. So I'm so excited with this class.
Excellent. And is there a class that you've taken in the past that stands out the most to you?
My favorite is financial accounting, just because I love the subject, but it is actually most of it is my favorite because all of the professor has been super helpful. Like taxes was probably my very hard, but I still love it, which is like very interesting for me. It's like it's hard, but I still love it because the way that they teach you, and also like every time I'm struggling, I was like, I need help. And they were like, okay, let's set up a meeting. Like, do you want to Zoom? Do you want a team? Like they're like on hand to you. Like they respond to you like so fast. And even like they understand your time schedule because you work. So sometimes I email at 4 o'clock in the morning and then they reply at 6 a.m. already. So it was I feel like so fortunate with all the support they give it to us.
Yeah, that's great. And I think you touched on something really important where ask for help if you need it. We can't help you if we don't know that you need help and that you need support. The faculty and your online student success specialist and everyone is here to help you on your schedule and to meet you, where you're at. Let's see. Susie?
Had to unmute. So hands down, so far when I jumped back in, and Tedrick can attest to this, I jumped in. My first class with the program, Digital Marketing Strategy, was phenomenal. It was just a great way to kind of show myself that I could still do this. am an older student, am I cut out for this? How is this going to go? Can I even log in? And just learn, and just getting back into an academic setting was phenomenal. And the class did a great job of kind of bridging, what's kind of gone on, and, kind of some newer concepts and whatnot. So that was, so far, it's just been, kind of close to my heart. As for what I'm looking forward to, it's kind of interesting, but each semester I get challenged. I get new challenges. So for example, this weekend I'm turning in, the first website I've ever done from soup to nuts, beginning to end, which has kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone. I'm also, learning some basic coding so I can analyze data, which is also, so there's, new stuff. Last semester was AI. We had kind of a new, kind of felt like a Mission Impossible challenge each week. But, so it just constantly learning new things has just been kind of exciting. So I don't know that I have a favorite class that I'm looking forward to, because there's new things each semester.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. And Jim.
I think largely I'm going to echo what everyone else has said, that it's really hard to pick. But today I would say data analytics programming for my past class is one of my favorites. I thought that was really, every day you were learning really how to use data in that class, so that was awesome. And going forward, I think machine learning and advanced predictive analytics is what I'm really looking forward to this summer.
Great. All right. So what are some of the challenges that you've had as an online graduate student, and what did you do to resolve them? Let's go with Jim again.
So I would say balancing workload with like regular work and also life is really probably the biggest challenge that I've seen. And the only answer I've come up with is just trying to be as proactive as possible. So I typically, whatever day my class unlocks, which is often Sunday or Monday, my wife knows like that I am doing homework that day. That's what's going to happen. And she's really supportive. So that's been really great. But obviously, when life strikes, it's kind of like sometimes you get to Wednesday or Thursday and you're like, I have not even had a second to sit down. And that can be really stress inducing, where you just kind of have to find a time to carve it out.
Absolutely. Rennie.
Yeah, I think it's hard, like especially when you're online, you feel like, okay, the deadline is still like 2 weeks. That's kind of hard. So I try so hard to actually like put like a focus time for myself, which is like my time to study. Like I have 2 kids, so I have to prep for school and everything. So I try to wake up like early, like 3 o'clock before, and then I actually like do my study. And like sometimes you get so distracted by like, oh, there's the dishes and everything. I was like ignore everything. So I try to focus, because I feel like in the morning when you do that, like that's kind of like I'm not a morning person, but because like after work I got so tired. It's just like how my brain, after like in the computer all day at the work, and like pick up the kids and all dinner and everything. So it's kind of like I feel like I have to dedicate my morning to actually study. And some of the weekend, like good thing my kids had like an activity Saturday morning until 1. So that is my time to like actually doing a lot of things. And also things that I start to like always do is like going to the office hour for every course, because that is so important for me to be on top of everything, even though you don't have any question, but just to be there. Like you suddenly have some question, and if you struggle, you build connection to like actually be able to like, hey professor, I really need help, something like that. So I think that is my challenge, and I be able to manage my time now.
I applaud the dedication to get up at 3 a.m. That is impressive, to say the least. But also taking advantage of things like virtual office hours, where you can get questions answered in real time, is so important. Let's go to Susie.
I think for me, one of the, I guess similar to Jim, just making sure that once those lessons are unlocked, making sure you have the time and you take the time to understand how much time it's probably going to take you, and not saying I haven't done this a lot, but not waiting till Saturday when something's due on Sunday, when you might or probably will have questions. Those are some things that I just think that you kind of have to learn the hard way, and how what your threshold is for how you get things done.
Yep. Maintaining a growth mindset is important as you adjust even to each semester, but especially in starting a new program. It can be really overwhelming to see all of the due dates and when am I going to do this? How long is it going to take? So being patient with yourself and giving yourself a little bit of grace as you adjust to each new class is really important as well. And Bessie.
Thank you. Wow, I'm the last. Well, I agree with what everyone said till now. The work-life balance, it's not easy to maintain when you're going back to school and work and you have your family activities. It is not really something that easily can be overcome. And I think time management is one of the greatest things that you can do to kind of maintain your timing, and so you can focus and do your tasks on time. I actually found that going online, this challenge was a little bit easier than the rest, because I didn't have to commute to school, didn't have to commute to work, and I used that timing to focus on studying. What was most challenging during my time with NAU was that it was during the COVID. I had one semester I almost dropped, honestly, because I could not travel to see my family in Bulgaria, where I'm originally from. I was constantly on the phone to see how everyone's doing. I was mentally not into study at that point. I was at the mode, this is the end of the world. And at that time, actually, I was working in a facility, and due to the low census, I was I volunteered in the labor pool, and I was part of the team that were screening patients and visitors for symptoms of COVID. I was almost on the first line at that point. It was scary timing, and I would never forget that. But I'm so grateful for one of the program directors that he didn't give up on me. He was constantly trying to reach me, and eventually he was able to call me and say, "Hey, Vessi, are you going to school? What's going on with you?" Because I did not do my tasks. I did not do my assignments at that time. I was, like I said, I was ready to drop this semester off. But he pushed me. He said, "Vessi, put yourself together. This is your last, almost you're at the end of finishing line. You have to don't fail us." So he gave me that courage that I needed to continue, and I graduated.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's great. And then my last question for our panelists: what piece of advice do you have for students who are thinking about getting started, in the next couple of semesters? Let's start with Rennie.
I will say go do it. You have so many supports. It's not only your professor, but you have your student specialist. Mackenzie is the student specialist for Mac program, and she is like continuing email, and that's like my go-to for any questions regarding the programs. And like if I have like some like if I'm confused even with the technology, I can just reach out to her and email like what is my next classes, like everything. It's just like it's not like you sign up and then you do it by yourself, but it's so much support, and I think it's very valuable for you.
Shout out to Mackenzie. Jim.
I would really echo that. I took a long time to kind of get really committed to school, and the waiting. Oh, there's always an excuse to wait, and it's one of my biggest regrets was waiting so long.
Bessie.
Thank you. My advice is when you pursue your online program, you have to make your time management. This is number one. The rest is easy. You have the support from your advisors. You have the support from your professors. You have the support group from your fellow students. And to me, that was one of the best time I had in NAU in my recent years.
Excellent.
And I wish you to have the same experience.
And Susie.
Because it's an online program, don't expect that it's going to be easy. It will be challenging. And I guess, the quote is, anything that's worth doing or hard is worth doing. It definitely is worth it. And, prepare to be stretched in ways that you might not expect in a good way.
Excellent. That's all great advice. Let's give a big virtual round of applause for our wonderful student panelists. So now we will go on and transition into breakout rooms. Our panelists, I believe, are going to join the breakout room. So if you have any follow-up questions for them, they will be there and happy to answer those questions for you. Let me get the breakout rooms up. Okay, so you should soon be presented with a list of them. So click the one for the program that you are interested in.